All right, everybody, it's time to move into our first game, opening up the first ever Swift-a-thon. Please put your hands together for Leonidus7, Relaya, and Silver King on commentary. Woo!
Awesome, thank you for having us, guys. My name is Leo, also Leonidas. I go by Kill Jaden whenever I'm at Amtgard with my friends. I've read Shifting Tides, part of Neverwinter. On my couch with me, I have Relaya.
Hello.
Goes by Lilith as well from the same park. And I have Silver King.
Hey, what's up?
Who is not an Amtgarder, but is knowledgeable on what we'll be doing today, which is, we're having a Dark Souls 3 Let's Play. We will be starting at the Dancer fight, for those of you that are familiar. For those of you that are not familiar with the Dancer fight, we are starting in Hell. I'm going to put myself over to the gate, and as soon as we're at the gate, we'll get things started. Just got to run past a couple of guys here. If you want to get the timer ready, I'll give you a countdown for 3 seconds, and we can get started as soon as I'm through the gate. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, so Dancer, probably one of the most interesting bosses in Dark Souls. Not my favorite, but it's pretty much one of the most interesting ones.
Oh, I don't like that grab. That grab gives me anxiety every time. That grab, at the level that I'm at currently, will kill me. She will also just kill me if I let her kill me. Like that.
Dancer's one of the first really technically complicated fights. Isn't she, or am I...
The situation with Dancer is that she is one of the first bosses that uses 2 different instances of damage. She has Dark Blades, I believe, and Fire Blades. So your resistances are, though they matter, obviously, in this game. Not really much, because this game is Fashion Souls, really. But your resistances to these 2 matter only slightly, because... well, obviously she's hitting you with 2 different damage types, so ultimately you're going to be taking different types of damage the further the fight prolongs. Now you may be thinking, Leo, I only see a fire sword. Wait.
Just wait.
I didn't even tell you guys the best part of what we're doing. This is Muscle Wizard.
How did that miss?
I don't know. we won't ask questions.
Wait, that went right through her.
We won't ask questions. This is Muscle Wizard. This is my character. Just so you guys understand a little bit as to why I called it Muscle Wizard. Ow. She actually pimp slapped me. The reason I call it Muscle Wizard is because, one, I found, to start off with, the weapon that has the best scaling for intelligence in this game. Because my friends told me once that I couldn't make a Muscle Wizard in Dark Souls following the Muscle Wizard meme. I did. It happened. Please stop. Oh, there we go. The actual build is, as you can see, the Historic Greatsword. I'm dead now. The Historic Greatsword. Crystal Gem, so that it has the A ranking in the Intelligence category. That way I have the Strength weapon in the main hand, also dealing big damage because I'm scaling Intelligence. And then obviously... I wouldn't be a proper wizard if I couldn't cast Fireball. And I wouldn't be a proper muscle wizard if I didn't just throw spears at people. Made of magic.
Of course.
The spears are the most important part.
Magical spears.
Magical spears, yes, of course. Yeah.
Only the best kind of magical spears.
Only the best kind of magical spears. Oh! See, if you don't roll through that gate, sometimes they can hit you. I don't like it.
We don't talk about it. Some enemies can't hit you through fog walls. Others can.
Alright, now I need you all to just follow me on this one, alright? There's a strategy to beating Dancer. And that strategy is... and we're gonna get real lewd for a second. You hug her butt. You just hug it. You don't
It
ever
also
let go.
kind of helps if you go to the right, like to her right side, because that's usually her weak spot. But
Until
some of her attacks.
you know what, we'll leave that for later. Until later when everything becomes bad.
I was say,
Oh
that's
no!
a big
Oh no!
thinking emoji
Oh no! Please
there.
stop. Ow. Dancer will probably be not the first major challenge, but she's the first. I need you to get some real good in this game, boss. Oh, I felt
At least
that.
you landed some good hits.
I felt that.
Oh, that one hit, but the other one earlier didn't.
Now, if we somehow manage to one-shot this boss, well, I can't say one-shot.
No,
because we
first
can
try.
one-shot it, sorry.
No,
If we manage to kill this boss, don't worry, this run does not end. I have a setup of an extra 2 bosses in the general vicinity. So we are in phase 2 now. She's pulled out the Dark Blade, and she always starts.
This is the real part.
She always starts with the spin. I'm not a fan of the spin, though. There's a reason they call her Dancer, as you can see. Eat Fireball. It missed. I don't want to talk about it. It missed. I don't want to talk about it. We'll move on. It never happened. No one saw it.
I don't know how that missed either.
Some people think this is a easier section of the fight, just because she's a lot more aggressive.
She's a little more predictable in her movements in this part of the fight, I find.
Oh no! The blender.
That being said, dodging the
blender,
the twin swords is still a big nightmare.
Oh, it is, but her movements are a bit wider and more dramatic, so you see them coming a lot easier than the first phase. I find.
Yo, how much of a pro play would it be if I actually beat this like 3rd try? That'd be great, right?
It's first try. What are you talking
Stream's
about?
over, guys. First try, yes, of course.
Yeah, first try.
Stream's over. I am aware that the music is a little low. I did lower it at the beginning because I was planning to start from the menu, but didn't. Hey, look, I died. But didn't. And loading menu music is actually ridiculously loud. I will raise the music once again to its previous level.
Dark Souls is definitely a game of get good.
It is. The fight.
There we go. Alright, let's give that another try. We were actually really close that time. Assuming we beat her now, right? I'm going to quickly run us to the next boss, which is very, very short distance. It's not far. I'm going to run us to the next boss, and it's actually very exciting to be able to get to that point because that boss has the weapon that we really want. He has the Moonlight Greatsword. Ooh, Now, the Moonlight Greatsword doesn't have as good magic scaling as this weapon for intelligence to be a muscle wizard.
Oh, and I think
I'm not sure. I have the magic pixel.
You have one.
Oh no, I'm dead. Oh no, I'm not.
No, you're not.
All right, cool. I mean, planned, calculated.
You knew you would survive with 1 health.
Calculated, 100%. That's why I brought my health to this level. It's manageable.
Just don't get it.
And we'll use the Ember, and look at that. It's like I never took the hit in the first place. Ha! 2 people can play that sword game. Alright, but wait, hold on. One of us does it more effectively.
I was gonna say, I think hers hurts more.
Now, I don't know if either of you remember the Osiris fight, as I was the one that brought you both through that fight.
I find that fight very memorable.
And...
No, I can barely remember it.
It's the magic dragon yelling about Capcom. Yelling about Ocelot.
Pretty sure I would remember that.
I'm pretty sure I would too.
If you put it that way.
Well, after this we have the magic dragon that yells about Ocelot, and the reason we want him is the Moonlight Greatsword. It is not a good scaling sword for intelligence. However, the Moonlight Greatsword, one does scale with intelligence. Oh,
Oof.
I haven't seen that attack in actually forever. Oh no.
Oh. I forgot that sword comes out of the ground. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh no.
Dancer's doing dancer things. Moving on.
She's gonna do the blunder on her side of the screen now. Alright, let me just do this really quick.
I will say, as far as avoiding, unless you are all in on melee, which the muscle wizard doesn't need to be, it's really easy to dodge the Beyblade, although I can't say anything about dodging those.
Occasionally, Dancer likes to tell people, "Can you hold this for me?" Sticks her sword inside of you and then walks away. And she comes back when you're dead. She pulls it out and she just like, "Oh, thanks, appreciate it."
Yeah.
And then depending on which sword it was, you're either on fire or falling into the abyss.
Just depends on her mood.
Really, it does. But yeah, sorry. As I was saying, the Moonlight Greatsword. We were talking about it. The reason we want it, Greatsword, obviously, Muscle Wizard. You know, the cast fist. But it's also because the Moonlight Greatsword is a boss weapon, which automatically makes it better. And in addition to being a boss weapon.
Boss weapon.
Oh, jeez. Please stop that.
That's her shtick.
It's a boss weapon, which automatically just makes it better. And then on top of the... Okay. On top of the fact that it's a boss weapon, it has some pretty special, unique moves to the sword. So it will have the Greatsword moveset with some additions. And we like those additions, because those additions are good for later PvP that I will not be doing in a marathon run.
I think it's one of the most popular PvP weapons.
Actually, I'm pretty sure in this game it's the Wolf Knight Greatsword, but
That's why I said one of them.
it could you could be right for second place. I'll give you that. Please stop it.
Dancer says no.
Oh, here we go. I'm just gonna get my
Oh,
free
wow.
ones. I'm just gonna get my free ones in. Oh,
wow.
I have not dodged that move in so long. I will not lie to you. It has been some time since I've had to dodge that move properly.
Because iframes are fun.
Oh! Oh no. Oh, that's right, she spins. It's phase 2. I actually forgot. I mean, calculated. I swear, none of this is...
None of this is real time.
Oh, hey.
It was
I don't think
wow,
I don't think I've ever actually seen her stagger once.
You can stagger Dancer? Huh.
Oh, there are times when I believe
The fact that you dodged the whole thing was shocking.
Right.
There are some times when I do believe that I am indeed a god.
We don't talk
You've
about
been
those.
hit by much slower moves.
You have
Listen,
been.
alright? Listen. I don't believe that I asked you.
You asked us to be here, therefore you asked us.
Huh. Please, Dancer, stop it.
The answer says no.
Can you get it? I believe in us. I believe in us. Do you believe in us, Chad? Chad, do you believe in me? That believes in you? That believes in me? I forget how that quote goes.
Don't
Listen,
believe
you're
in
full
yourself.
hell, nothing
Believe
can
in
possibly
me
go
that
wrong.
believes in you.
Die!
Woo.
Got him.
And first try and answer. Don't worry about it.
That was first attempt.
First try.
First attempt.
First try.
This is clearly the first attempt. This is nothing. You know what?
First try.
Yeah, first attempt. We did it, guys.
First try.
First try. All right, cool. So, because we murdered Dancer, right? We're gonna bring ourselves over to the Osiris fight now. Osiris is a, well, he's an old god, or old king, who over time, I believe, his greed transformed him into a dragon. Dark Souls lore is weird. He has a son, I believe, Ocelot, like a baby, but he doesn't actually have him in his possession. And then when he realizes that halfway through the fight, he gets real mad and starts yelling at his baby. Though you hear baby noises when you're on the way to his fight. It's real weird. It's very, very confusing.
Dark Souls lore. Oi.
I agree. We're gonna skip this. You guys get the point. He cut his neck, blood, pool, ladder. I don't know why you need a blood sacrifice to bring a ladder down from the ceiling, but that's just how hardcore Dark Souls is.
I'm not sure that means what you think it means, but moving on.
Normally I would full clear this area, but marathon run. Nobody wants to see me do that. They just want to see me go get my butt kicked.
They want to see the
Hello, Mr.
Covenant
Knight.
You Died screen from Dark
alright, chill. Chill. Look, it was just a prank, man.
He's gonna follow you, isn't he?
He's probably gonna follow me, but he's gonna land on the roof of this, and that's what matters.
He's probably gonna follow you.
Yeah,
Because
we're
Dark
right
Souls
here.
logic.
And we're just gonna quickly run over here and grab this. Because if we end up killing Osiris too, and the third boss comes in, we'll do minor upgrades first. Yes, I know. You guys will have to sit through it. I'm sorry. I just picked up a shard. That'll actually help me for the fight after this. Please don't hurt me. Abyss Beast. Love him. Hate him.
More knights.
More knights. That will help me increase how many times I can use my flask to both heal and return my mana. So like I said, we're just going to ignore all these guys. We're going to... guess we can try it.
With 3?
Yeah, we're going to try it with 3. It's a marathon run. What's going to... You know, what's... could possibly go wrong? Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Everything.
Everybody knows that marathon runs always end in
Positive experiences for everyone.
Exactly. If you guys listen closely, you can hear that baby? Question mark? We'll pretend.
We're gonna pretend real hard that was a baby.
Alright, we'll listen to Ocelot's intro here, since we got some time. Yes, Ocelot. I'm sorry, Osiris. No spikes.
Oh,
just
this
weird
guy
stuff.
That's who it was.
That's a mood.
Ignorant slaves. Finally taken notice, have you?
Oh, I remember now.
Beloved Ocelot.
That's right. Part of the lore, some of the knights in this kingdom actually are trying to slay dragons. Dragons in Dark Souls lore, way back when, actually ruled the world. Before these things called the Dark Souls were found, which were powerful souls given to 4 individuals. 3 of them used them to fight and kill all the dragons, so most dragons in this game are wyverns, first off, and then secondly, they're very few and far between. Ocelot! Yes, indeed. It has been a very long time since I fought this boss. I can't remember if he's resistant to magic. He's not resistant to that one, as far as I'm aware.
I mean, most things in base aren't resistant to fire, so...
If only I had lightning like I had initially intended to. Ow. Please stop that. That hurts.
Where have you gone? Are you hiding from me?
Yeah, see, this is the part. You know, it's like he's holding a baby, but he's not.
Don't be afraid.
He'll eventually realize he's not.
Born a child of
And then get really mad that he's not holding a baby.
Yeah. Because Dark Souls logic.
now. Show yourself,
Alright.
Ocelot.
I believe in me. I don't know if you guys
Now
believe
for
in
the
me.
best part of this fight.
No, not yet. It's half health, I believe.
Is it that?
I believe so. I say believe, like I haven't played this game a billion times before. It's at half. It's about 60%. That's usually every boss's cutoff.
You usually just end up at half because you just damage through it.
Yeah, pretty much. Ow. I did not think that was going to reach that far.
You're doing great.
Please stop. Ow. Please stop.
I guess compared to Dancer, this boss is a lot easier.
Oh, yeah.
In theory, until you reach part 2, Electric Boogaloo.
No,
Ow.
no, it's not that bad.
I don't know.
Also, if you want to talk about one of the most unmemorable fights, this one.
Yes.
Oh no. Oh no.
It took until
There it is.
until I
Oh,
saw
no.
it.
You're right. Look at that. 75%. How about that?
Yep.
Ow. Please stop.
Just don't get hit again.
That's the plan. That is the plan. We do plan to not get hit again. There it is. That's the move I am most afraid of. See, that move is a little rough to deal with. I don't personally usually have too many problems, mainly because I have a lot more Estus than 3. But that is like a 2-frame, 3-frame startup, instant, like, lunge. I can't even call it a lunge. It's more like a charge. Because he can go across the room with it.
It's a lunge/charge
Yeah.
mixture.
I usually like to play very far back from this guy because if you see the lunge, like, generally running at you, it's easier to dodge. I may have to kill this knight. Unless I can get him to fall in the hole. Can I get him to fall in the hole? You fall in the hole?
The knight says no.
Knight says no. I'm just gonna... Me and him are just gonna play a dancing game of musical chairs here. And we'll see how this works out for him.
Look, we got 2 dancers this during this marathon.
Come on.
Oh yeah, musical chairs and
Later,
the bus.
bud. It's a pleasure
Who knew
seeing
knights could dance?
you. Later, buddy. Bye. Alright, we don't want to miss that. That's our stop. This is our floor.
This is our stop. Don't worry about it.
Calculated.
Was it?
Nope.
No, just making sure.
But we're definitely going to pretend like it was.
Okay.
Right, chat room?
I doubt that's how that works.
Chat's with me on this one. I'm sure they are. Chat would leave me.
Silence.
I don't want to talk about it, right? Alright, hold on. I need to use this because... oh, I wish I was actually in the menu to use it. If we use this, reduce our toxin. I do not want to be taking 1 billion damage.
The chat is against you.
Why? No, don't be against me! That's not how this is supposed to work. Well, I guess... I mean... I watch enough big streamers to know that's exactly how this works.
Or my first thought is you're playing Dark Souls. It's much more fun to watch you die.
Go away, knights. Go away. It is much more fun to watch me die. I will admit to this. Or not grab my souls here. I definitely don't want to not grab my souls.
That's actually a decent amount at this point in the game.
We're giving like 4 levels, maybe 3, maybe 2, actually. It's probably like more like 2 levels. Ha! Face shot.
I mean, at least you can hit him on like dancing.
I wasn't calling for that kind of level of BM at this point.
Listen.
Where have you gone?
It wasn't exactly a easy run with dancing.
Come out.
Am I... Okay, hold on. I'm a coward for running away from the knights, or a coward for what? Picking up my souls? I like souls. Souls are nice. They give me magical abilities.
Show yourself, Ocelot.
By that I mean they give me more stuff.
Little Ocelot.
Stuff and things.
Stuff and things.
More
Things and
fist.
stuff.
More fist.
Yeah. More cowabunga. I'm renaming the spell Fireball to Cowabunga.
Especially that one. That one's that.
I cast Spear. He casted Staff. His was clearly more powerful. Clearly we have a better muscle wizard than myself in the midst.
I mean, everyone knows blunt objects are stronger than sharpened objects.
You. Oh, actually hit him twice. How about that?
Oh wow, you rolled that.
Fireball. I stopped aiming at the last second. I don't want to talk about it.
To be fair, Cyrus was
Spear.
starting to wind up an attack while you were aiming. So.
You. Yeah. And now we talk about Ocelot.
Yeah, for those unfamiliar with spells in Dark Souls, most of the time it's a really long wind-up. Luckily, the 2 spells he has don't have that bad of a wind-up.
Ah!
Oh, I thought you got this.
Sometimes usable in PvP too.
You have to be pretty far away in PvP.
Yeah.
Please stop this. I'm gonna run over here. Watch this. Ow. He just starts sprinting at you. It's just the thing that happens.
You just gotta have to hold that sometimes.
Ow. Please stop it. We could be friends. Listen, let's talk about this, Ocelot. I'm sorry, Osiris.
As I say,
You and I can talk about this, buddy.
I don't think he wants to talk.
We could have a conversation. We could resolve our issues like gentlemen.
I think he,
You're a king. I'm a wizard. I'm sure we can figure this out.
I mean, the history books say those two work together well. Okay.
Right? That one whiffed, right?
That one whiffed. That
wasn't
one
me?
definitely whiffed.
Alright, hold on. We're getting close to the end of this fight. Oh, no. I wanted to actually see if I could use my Divine Blessing to heal myself back to full, save this Estus Shard. You know what we might do? We might go back and level up. Who knows? We could totally do it.
No mind to the fact that your souls are Even with Osiris?
in the
Listen, we're gonna play a game of chicken with Osiris to grab our souls.
And then homeward?
Now we'll give him another shot.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure.
We got time.
So, just in case you guys want to take advantage of it, I can open up a poll in chat if you want to poll, literally ask chat anything, and get an official vote about, you know, what they want to eat for dinner, the course of action you want to take, who's their favorite snake. So just let me know, and I will get that poll going.
Awesome.
Should we level up?
I did it! I did it! Alright, guys.
Oh my god, I can't believe that worked.
The stream, and as you can see, he died. The stream is now solely me luring that one knight into this elevator to see if I can get him to plummet to his death.
I can't believe that. Why did
That is the new plan.
it worked last time, but didn't work this time? Don't think about it too hard.
Do we just
He even landed on the floor you needed. That's the worst part.
Alright. I'm going to teach you guys something. If you haven't seen it before, this is the Dark Souls just all around salute. Big BM, you did bad, we killed you. We summoned you to a world, we're happy to see you, good friend. Anything. This is how you interact with other players that are bad, and or good, and or just generally people.
Don't think about it too hard.
Alright, cool, he's been saluted. Our fallen brother.
The only way to do this is to get a two-handed weapon, or two-hand a weapon.
Yeah,
and
that.
then
Yeah,
smash.
every weapon in this game can be placed into two hands to use. Rude. I was trying to have a conversation with the chat room.
It's Dark Souls.
You know what? I've actually never been up this side.
Am I yet?
Hey, look, a thing!
Yeah, that's the side I usually take.
I'm actually never up this side because the other side has all the other stuff, all the good stuff.
No.
Alright, we're gonna use this right now because I'm gonna save this ember for when I go at him. If we see that things are getting dicey, I'm gonna use my bone shard. Homeward bone, sorry. And I will take us home, and we will level up and come back stronger, as that is the purpose of this game.
Is it?
Just don't die when you're homeward boning.
Because that can happen. Don't think about it too hard. It's Dark Souls.
Ow. Please. So, as every good king should know, Osiris has the best game plan for beating his adversaries, and that is pimp slap them with your cane.
Are you hiding from me?
But then, as per usual, someone acted up in his courtroom, and so he needed to go full dragon.
And you never want anyone to go full dragon.
You never want to see them go full dragon. They go full dragon. It's like anime. It's like when the anime character like stops talking, right? And the villain's BMing them, and you know they're about to just throw a mountain.
That's annoying.
Let's see if we can get up close. Wouldn't be much of a muscle wizard run if I wasn't using this gigantic greatsword. This ultra greatsword. Fireball. Fireball.
The thing is with pyromancy in this game is it's really good through pretty much everything except for one of the DLCs.
Wow. I actually did not expect him to one-shot me there. I really didn't.
You weren't embered, so...
That's true.
Oh, that would make sense.
You're not wrong. You're definitely
that
not
would have
wrong.
helped a lot.
Probably
By the
wouldn't.
way, for those of you wondering why there's just a random chair in the way of the ladder, there was an old lady here. Was.
The answer is she's dead.
In actuality, you can choose to kill her earlier in the game, and she's the actual trigger. She's the catalyst for the fight for Dancer. Dancer's actually a like mid-level boss, but you can access Dancer as the first boss of the game if you really wanted to. Assuming, you know, there's some form of, I don't know, hatred for general life that you have for yourself, because going into the Dancer fight, level 1 is nigh impossible. You are guaranteed death.
Oh!
Dodge.
I don't want to talk about it. This is...
You are
This is the ultimate enemy.
You have
knight.
the worst
The knight.
luck.
Oh! They're both all of your souls.
Well,
Well,
don't think
I know
the
we were.
poll for the.
I don't think leveling up's happening anytime soon.
It's okay. It's all right. I planned for this, guys. It was supposed to be. It's supposed to be this way.
You can't play
There
for a
goes my poll
teleporting
idea.
enemy.
You mean an enemy that landed in an elevator? He became the prime enemy.
You're right. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
In reality, the worst part is that, like, actually though, that guy just broke up on me out of nowhere.
I mean, I
thought he fell in the hole and died. He landed in the elevator.
mean, on the upside, the elevator's up here now.
Thank you. Thank you. It does make me feel better, clearly. It does make me feel better about the situation. We're just gonna go kill us a dragon now.
No, you forgot to pick up your 0 souls.
Right? I mean, at this point, he doesn't have to worry about souls anymore.
We're gonna pretend like that fall damage didn't happen either.
But it did. I can see your health bar.
I don't know what you're talking about. Clearly you're seeing things. Choose our destiny. Answer the poll.
Oh no. What if we have...
If you don't pick Fireball for this poll,
What are you doing with your
you're
life?
not having a good dinner.
Mac and cheese.
I vote Fireball.
I also vote Fireball.
I would like my dinner extra crispy.
I would also like
If there's
Fireball's
a choice
also
between
made
regular and extra
alcoholic
crispy, I would prefer it extra crispy.
something.
The knights are still chasing me. The knights are still chasing me. Woo! We're good. Fireball. Ow! Pimp Cane. As we found out, Pimp Cane beats Fireball, guys.
Don't think about it too hard. Woo! Ow!
Calculated. That was 100% calculated.
There's a level of luck required.
No,
to...
there's no luck here. Calculated. I
Okay,
did that.
Does Umbreon give you iframes?
No, it does
No.
not actually. Actually, one of the worst feelings in the world is dying when you're trying to Ember, and the Ember gets used.
Oh, you're right, though.
What could you
No, that's usually how that works.
now?
There is a level of luck.
Show me
There is.
yourself,
There's a level of luck. There's also a level of pure skill, and that's what that was.
No, I'm pretty sure that one falls into the luck
Oh,
category.
did you just lock her? Nope.
Nah, I thought.
I-
How?
I'm upset.
Yeah, in Dark Souls.
Dark Souls is having a moment today, apparently.
Stop that. Yeah, you yell about Ocelot.
Kind of Osiris.
So, I'm not sure why it's not happening now. They must have, at some point, patched this boss fight. But, normally that frost on the ground is supposed to build up frost debuff on you, which, when you hit full stacks, triggers a proc of damage. It gives you frostbite.
No, that's in the. That's once you hit 75.
I'm sorry?
That's once you hit 75.
Is it? The frostbite is only second phase. Interesting. You can tell how long it's been since I've done this fight.
Or how unmemorable this fight is.
Well, I mean, this fight's actually really memorable to me. I haven't done this fight in ages.
It took getting to the boss for me to remember it existed.
I'm not a fan of this. It's looking like it's a distance. Let's try to stay a little closer. I think for someone whose first playthrough of this game was on a pyromancy build, I'd be better at this whole thing.
You'd think.
Maybe the hitboxes were better back then.
The hitboxes were more generous then.
Yeah. For everyone that's wondering, for Osiris, his safe spot is technically under him.
Until he jumps up and stomps.
Yeah, until he does that. Or this. This too. If he does this, you roll. Like, I didn't. Whew. Ow. Wow.
That happened.
It did?
You know, I was gonna suggest when we're doing the best fight in the game, but I don't think we're getting there anytime soon.
Which fight in the game?
Oh, you know, the knights.
The knights?
Which knights? I have extensive knowledge of this game, and I'm not sure what you're talking about.
what was their name?
You mean the Abyss Watchers?
That one, Abyss Watchers.
I had to murder those guys to get here, in cold blood, all of them. Like that's
Playing musical chairs with the night again, everyone.
Yep. Sixth boss of the game, I believe, is Abyss Watchers.
Infinite Nightworks.
Yeah, Infinite Nightworks.
Yeah, just load up a save
that I had prepared for it.
Watchers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just load up a save for Abyss Watchers.
Yes, let me do that right now. It actually, the funny part is I may or may not actually have one of those, based on another character though.
That's funny. I mean, with how much you play this game, it wouldn't surprise me.
My character Jesus actually might be there. There's a reason he's called Jesus, I promise.
Thinking you mentioned.
He only uses miracles.
Why are you like this?
I mean,
It could be worse. It could be my second build, which was Dancer's Weapon.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dancer weapons are not the best, because they both come with an innate damage type already, fire and dart, and they're both different swords. Their damage is very little because things tend to have natural resistance to a damage type, and then they have special resistances based upon the type of enemy that they are. And for Dancer's weapons, they come with such little amounts until they're max level of these stats that it's really not worth having them until they're max level.
Even when it's max level.
Well, I mean, at the very least, when they're max level, you'll be doing equivalent damage to someone who's using, I don't know, the bleed dual blades. Can we?
How?
Are we gonna?
We're
just gonna
we're not
knock-
we're not gonna talk about that.
All right. We'll pretend like that fireball went and actually hit him.
Yeah,
and
we'll just pretend.
We'll
We'll just pretend real
we'll
hard.
move on with our lives.
Yeah, we're just gonna pretend real hard.
Should have aimed for the head.
Where have you gone?
It's looking like it's doing all the same damage regardless. Oh,
Out.
normally casting spells requires you to have
Don't be afraid.
mana.
You were born a child of dragons. What could you possibly fear? Now,
Also, if anyone came from playing Dark Souls 1 or 2, those games did not have mana, but you just simply casted spells via spell slots. Dark Souls 3 introduced Rogue's Gauge, is what it's called?
It's called an FP gauge, and you get it at the beginning of the game. You require the Ashen Estus Flask for it. So you actually, you would normally level up the Estus Flask the same way as always. You would grab more shards. You would then grab Undead Bone Shards and use those to make your Estus Flask more effective.
We're not gonna talk about how that fireball also missed.
Yeah. However, in this game, you do the same thing, but your effectiveness of your Estus Flask also applies to your Ashen Estus Flask. And you can choose which one, like how much Estus to allot to each. A certain amount of charges for each. Like right now I've got 3 and 8, I believe, because I've got a total of 11 charges. Ow. I could have probably not have done that there, but it's okay.
It happened. You're just gonna hold that.
Yep. Cyrus is very mad at me right now.
All bosses in Dark Souls are mad.
Ooh. I wasn't quite ready for the church.
No one's gonna call Cyrus this way.
What was I saying? I was just saying something about this. Oh yeah, so you can choose to allocate them, and then and your Ashen Estus will be replenishing of your mana. Your abilities now require attunement slots. FP being the mana bar, being what you level up to both gain more mana, actually get more spells equipped rather than just having a charge system on the spells.
By the way, that was
Honestly,
a nice
much more preferable because you can just, focus on some very specific amount of spells rather than just, hey, I'm just gonna have 4 casts of, fireball.
Also interesting, he takes more damage from lightning. That is just the lore in this game, that dragons take lots of damage from lightning. It would be because the first final boss of the game was the first wielder of Dark Souls back during the Dragon Wars. So, he used lightning to purge the scales off of them, because they were immortal so long as they had their scales on. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen there. It was worth a try. They were immortal as long as they had their scales on, so... Gwyn, the Lord of Cinder, the first man to grab a Dark Soul, is where we get the lightning damage is better against dragons, which I almost had lightning included in this Muscle Wizard build. But, like, it was just the inappropriate place in the game for me to go acquire the proper levels and spells for it, without, obviously, going past this fight.
It's Dark Souls lore. Just don't think about it too hard, because it stops making sense.
Yes. You are also you are also immortal when you have your scales on. I'd like to think that if in this game, if they gave us like dragon armor, which they do, but like good dragon armor with actual dragon scales, that they should provide some level of poise bow. Well, I mean, I guess they technically have they have this one character, right? I can't remember what his name is. Havel. Havel is wearing armor that is meant to fight dragons. He also wields a dragon tooth because he is a dragon slayer. So, like,
Thinking emoji.
You know, Havel. Thinking, if I'm not wrong, I don't have his ring, right? No, I don't.
I'd be more shocked if you did.
I don't have his ring only because I know why I don't have his ring. It's the first boss of the game gives you his ring. Sorry, second boss of the game allows you to buy his ring. So this baby creeps me out every time I go to the store, man. Every time.
And yet you stand here and listen to it.
Alright, so this is what we're going to do, because I keep forgetting to put that on the bar. I'm going to put that there. Just in case it's necessary. Alright, first attempt at Osiris. Here we go. This is it.
No other attempts have been made. Just
Zero. No.
First try.
Just ignore the green this. Hey, look, I'm dead.
That's what you get for grabbing your souls. All 0 of them.
Right.
Alright, guys, so thank you for showing up to my expo on how to die to Osiris in less than 5 seconds. I appreciate you guys showing up for my TED Talk. I genuinely believed I was going to have more trouble with Dancer than I was going to have with Osiris. That just goes to show, when you come into Dark Souls, always be prepared for the inevitable. And that is that you will never be prepared for any boss in this game.
You think you're prepared, but it's Dark Souls, so they tell you no.
Precisely. And, I mean, I've got, like, I don't know. It's an unimpressive amount compared to, I'm sure, people who speedrun this game. Right, I've got, like, I think 800, 900 hours combined between console and PC alike on this game. And I am still figuring out things about these fights that I did not know. And these bosses.
And the fact that you can play musical chairs with that knight.
Actually, I did know that. I do that on a regular basis.
I just find
Playing this game casually, I play Ring Around the Rosie with that knight on a regular basis.
I just find it fun.
Alright. In case you guys are wondering, the area that we are in, this is sort of like the lower gardens of Lothric Castle. Lothric Castle would be home to, well, Prince Lothric and his brother. Which, spoiler alert if you haven't played this game, those guys are the, not final bosses, but semi-final bosses. And, they would happen to be at the top, and of course, you know, tippity top of the castle. If I could, I would take you there to show you, but that would take us the rest of the time I have here today in order for me to run all the way over there. I actually have to kill a couple bosses on the way too, so we definitely don't have time for that. But we are in their gardens, and it just so happens that Osiris, the previous king, he's not actually the previous king of Lothric, but a king of a general area in the dwellings, or sorry, the kingdom of Lawford. He's just kind of chilling out in their garden, and they did not know. They've actually been trying to kill all the dragons that are still in existence, and this king is just kind of floated under the radar the whole time, which is why he's.
We're not going to discuss those two fireballs that missed earlier.
I'm sorry.
Fireballs missed?
Oh yeah, we're not. I am no longer impressed by the fact that my fireballs are missing.
I'm only impressed when they seem to go one of the boss.
Let's see if we can hit him with this.
That's the only
I
time
thought
that
that
I
was
make
fast.
note of it.
Kind of good thing that didn't go through.
I should probably do this.
Since you're heading into phase 2.
Oof.
Most phase changes in this game give you a second to drink an Estus or do an Ember if you need to, because you have just enough time.
In theory.
I said most. Clearly not all, but most of them give you enough time to heal up.
Who knows? Maybe in a future run I'll do Nadir, as that fight is 9 billion times harder than this one.
Oh yeah, that makes this fight look like a joke.
Nadir. Nadir happens to be another dragon in Dark Souls that just so happens to be DLC. Nadir is he's a big dragon. He's a big boy, and he is the Abyss Eater, or the Dark Eater. He is a dragon made solely out of the Abyss and consumes the Abyss, which in this game the Abyss is sort of like Eldritch Nightmare, I think. The Abyss is real weird. It's just darkness. It's just real dark. You know what I should start doing is really sending this elevator back up instead of having to play Ring Around the Rosie with this guy.
Well, you always jump off of the elevator before you can press the button again.
Yeah.
That's true.
The thing is that because it goes down below that level, so.
Did he just
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
walked
walk
off.
away?
Yeah, he just
He was
walked
like, you know what?
away.
I've ruined your day enough. Oh! Ah! Ah! We know! Go away.
Well,
Go away.
Well, now you gotta wait.
Go away.
Now you have to deal with this.
Go away. Go in the hole. Fall in the hole. And there was a hole.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Fall. The hole. Come on. I'm just trying to get him to fall.
You know, knowing your luck, he'll land in the elevator.
No,
again.
knowing my luck, I'll fall. Alright, and in the elevator we go. Please no, please no. There you go. Stay up there, buddy. This isn't, it's not going, you're going up, it's going down. I understand. Alright, let's go. Consumed King's Garden. So there's a lot of jokes about Osiris. One of my favorites for Osiris is that somebody took a picture of Osiris, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they put it in, and I'm about to get a lot of backlash for this because I really have not played Metal Gear games, but whichever game that Ocelot is most prominent in, they put Osiris's face on top, or sorry, next to him, just screaming Ocelot. I love it.
That is pretty good.
It is my favorite.
I would just replace the staff with
Ow.
the revolvers.
That would be. Oh, you know what? I'm doing it.
What?
I'm gonna learn
Start
Photoshop
that
today
fight.
for the express purpose of doing that. I'm sorry?
Well, what a great start to that fight.
I
He
agree.
walked in and he
He punches me.
slammed.
He did Osiris things, so don't think about it.
Hits me with. Am I just gonna get all these free fireballs?
Yeah?
I'll take it. I'm sorry, all these free cowabungas?
From me,
Cowabunga it is. Ow, alright. He's starting to punch my cowabungas.
don't be afraid.
I mean, it's about time, honestly.
Child of dragons.
Oh, no.
You,
Alright.
Sick in fear.
oh, I thought you were dead.
Now,
No, but I do need to run over here.
Ocelot.
I'm gonna drink this. I rolled too soon. It's okay. Come here, buddy. Eat. Steve.
Your reaction speeds are definitely ready for Dancer, but not for Osiris.
Apparently.
Don't think about that one too hard. Because that doesn't make any sense.
It's almost as if I've been prepping a run to deal with Dancer and not Osiris. Maybe don't. Hey, look,
Wow, wow.
Nice. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this.
Did you just avoid that?
Yeah, you did.
Oh no, he didn't continue it. Oh no. Alright. We're gonna take advantage of the fact that he's in the wall. Oh no.
He's gonna take advantage of the fact that you're taking advantage of him.
Pretty much. Wasn't a bully. We're gonna top off here. It's about this time that I heard a baby cry. It's about this time that you know, he pulls something out of his tail and kills me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you yell at me. You yell at me. I'm so mean.
Oh yeah, girl.
I stole your lunch money.
How dare you?
What do you think he eats?
There
Like-
isn't much around.
I mean, I'd imagine that's why he's so skinny and stuff, but like, still, like, what do you think he eats down here? He's got to survive somehow.
Cold. The cold.
You think he eats crystals?
Yeah, I mean, look. I mean, it's gonna be hard for him to make the crystal and eat it because they shatter in like a second.
I was trying to dodge. I think I accidentally dodged backwards, and I want to dodge into him.
I mean, that was your
It's
best
okay.
attempt so far.
Oh, old weenies, old weenie tots.
I mean, he might eat fireballs. We're just feeding him fire. We're just giving him
We
lunch.
talked about this.
We're just giving him lunch.
That's true. I'm technically just feeding him, and then he's gonna go to sleep after he's eaten enough fireballs.
Just a heads up, you guys have 10 minutes left.
All right, guys, we got
I
this.
believe in you.
I believe in me.
Do the thing.
I believe in
Listen,
us.
I believe in the you that believes in me.
There you go.
And that's what matters here. I'm gonna kill this boss, and then we're gonna go into the darkness. I'm gonna kill this boss so that I can show chat the darkness. Right down the road. Yes, of course, the boss weapons. They are right down the road.
Listen.
I want to kill this boss to show
the
chat
only
room the
darkness-
Moonlight Greatsword. That's about it.
The only darkness you're having right now is with this night.
I have another one. I have another one. I mean, I have another one. Yes, of course. How could I possibly have forgotten that I have another one? Oh, I went to the bottom floor, didn't I?
I believe in the chat that believes in Osiris.
Why does the chat room believe in Osiris? Please don't.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
much. Like, actually, though, in this game,
Yeah, that's a fair statement.
the darkness is really always your friend. Really? We won't talk about it.
I mean, they call it Dark Souls.
Yeah.
You might not want to keep rolling in that toxic waste.
I don't know what
as
you're
your
talking about.
health.
I don't know what you're talking about.
His
What-
health is perfectly fine. It's at full. What are you talking about?
Yeah, what toxic waste? I'm not sure. What?
Nice front. It'd be a shame if you got Osiris.
It would be a shame if I got Osiris.
I don't think
this
Osiris
This
is
is the
a
try.
verb.
Well, it's a verb now.
It is a verb now. It's always been a verb. Every Dark Souls boss is a verb, alright? Because
Yeah,
getting Dark Souls boss is now a verb too, is a thing. It's just a thing.
That's okay. I'm watching chat. I'll read this to you. I believe in the Amtgarders that believes in the chat that believes in Osiris that eats old weenie chots and kills Leonidus7 that eats fireballs for dinner in a hole in the bottom of the sea.
My dear little Ocelot.
I mean, I
I
feel like
appreciate that last
I
part.
feel like that's irrefutable evidence.
You still missed 2 fires.
I know. It's not like I have control of this, alright? The game tells me when I can and cannot hit fireballs. I just go by what the game tells me. And if the game tells me it's my turn to get hit by Osiris, then, you know, the game's telling me it's my turn. Seriously? Like, at this point, though, that's all of the fireballs. Like, I think I've missed all but 2 fireballs. And I'm through an Estus Flask, which means I fired at least 5. Fireball. Alright, I'm gonna stop aiming there, though. Let's aim towards the head.
It is a bigger
He forgot
surface
to
area.
get the upgrade DLC that lets him lock on.
Right?
With his
I did
spells.
forget that, yes.
Yes. Forgot the hacking DLC.
I'm in the wall. Maybe I don't want him in the wall.
I was gonna say, are you sure you want him in the wall?
You don't want him in the wall when he has the charge ability. Especially if he goes for flight, because that's basically what he's doing.
I'm gonna treat Osiris like I treat Dancer, and I'm just gonna stick around his butt. And the weird, like, flabby thing.
Just be careful for the move where he swipes with his tail and then immediately turns around.
And then swipes you with his paw because dragon legs.
Just Durgan tail attacks.
I mean, if WoW has taught me anything,
Oh,
the
Silver
safest
Spin.
spot on a dragon is right there. It's right on his side.
Pain is painful, guys. I don't know if you knew this, but pain is indeed painful.
That's generally how pain works.
Alright, this is it. I believe in us.
I believe you.
Apparently I didn't need a dodge side.
Yes, many whelps. Handle it.
Many whelps! Handle it!
There's only one whelp.
It's Ocelot.
It is also. Wow.
I am out of magic.
I think that last comment would be better if they were saying.
Yeah, take that 80 fire damage.
One whelp? Yes, one whelp. Handle it. And this whelp is really, really mad at the world. This is like Onyxia.
One whelp handle it? Question mark.
The game I would appreciate it if fireballs stopped missing.
I would appreciate if Fireball stopped phasing through bosses.
That would be many much buenos. Roll in, gotta roll into him. Okay.
Oh, that one just phased right through him.
That is all of the fireballs I could do, and I think 60% of them went through him. Alright,
We're now going to be the muscle part of this build.
we are now the muscle.
And no longer the wizard.
No, we're doing magic damage, so we're still the wizard.
Oh, are we?
Yes,
Okay.
we're still the wizard. This is a magically enchanted sword.
Okay. Just connected to.
We are just more muscle now than wizard.
Okay.
At this point, you might as well two-hand the weapon.
You're probably right. I actually completely forgot about two-handing weapons. It's a very intense fight, I swear.
Gotta love that we discussed it earlier. It's not just for taunting.
It also can be useful.
No, it's always for taunting. Don't lie to these people.
It was
The muscle wizard has an identity crisis.
I mean, kinda.
Alright,
Like actually,
How-
last
Identity
Estus.
crisis.
Here we go.
he wants to be strong, but he also wants to cast spells.
He's just casting fist.
Just cast fist.
And Cowabunga.
Listen, ignore the fact that the fist deals slash.
Oh, come on, game. Don't do this to me. Oh my god, come on, game. Don't do this to me. We did it!
Woo!
We did it! Way to end the run, guys.
Kill those there.
This was the best way to end this run.
It is.
Oh, hold on.
Woo! Good job.
You have just enough time
I
to
believe.
assume the sword.
I do believe. We're just gonna show chat the sword real quick, and then I will give my outro if that's alright.
Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah, you got about 2.5 minutes left to do whatever you like.
Awesome. We're gonna take us back to Firelink Shrine here and go see our good friend. That guy's name that I can't remember, but he's our good friend, I swear.
He sells us weapons and
He
stuff.
sells us
Bosses.
boss weapons, I swear. He's a good guy. Ludlith, yeah, that guy. Yay,
Yeah.
Ludlith. What's up, buddy? All right, so Moonlight Greatsword. This is what we work so hard. C scaling, but look at that weapon. Look at how nice it is. All right, let's go put this on real quick. And the reason we picked up this sword, guys, is if I could find it, there it is, is because of these attacks and how cool they are. Look at that. And then look at this. Look at that guy. It's so snazzy. And it's a big greatsword. All right, well, I just want to thank everybody for watching. I appreciate you guys showing up. Thank everyone for supporting the Swift-a-thon. And I appreciate you guys having us here.
I would like to thank our host for having us.
Same here.
All right, yeah. One more big round of emojis in chat, please, for Leonidus7. Please go to his Twitch, give him a follow, give him all the love. If you know him in real life, go give him a hug, or don't do that because it's pandemic season. Don't do that.
I'll give you all a hug.
virtual hug.
She can give you guys. She can give me hugs for you guys. I appreciate it.
I will.
Perfect. And so we're going to transition out of this, and I've got a weird setup. So I just keep doing what you're doing on screen, and nobody make any other noise, and I will transition out on this.